Welcome to Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
Happy Sunday to all. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Be glad and rejoice in it. Welcome to Always Moving Forward with Renee and friends. My name is Renee, and my co-hosts and friends are Lenore, Jackie, and Noni. Today our topic is Health is Wealth. Before we get started, we must give a shout out to our sponsor, Speed Flow Investment Club, where you can invest a small amount of $20 to reap forever income. You can call them at 248-721-1256. Tell them you heard it on Always Moving Forward. And we have a new sponsor today who is United Success Network. For more information, they can be reached at 313-282-4455. Again, tell them where you heard it from. Always Moving Forward. As always, we can't forget Mr. Antoine Bell, the CEO of Bell Global Network. He makes it possible for us to be with you each and every Sunday. Again, our topic is Health is Wealth. Good health is equal to good wealth and a significant part of our lives. It not only refers to our physical state, but to our mental state. And that's our well-being. Wouldn't you agree, ladies?
Yes. Yes.
Its worth is priceless. I mean priceless. As we owe everything that we are and able to accomplish to our health. Deuteronomy 8th chapter, 18th verse. But remember that the Lord your God gives you the power to gain wealth. In order to confirm his covenant, he swore to your fathers, excuse me, and it is today. You know, ladies, today everybody wants to know how to make money easy and become wealthier by adopting a shortcut way. I think health is the most expensive thing in the world.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What do you ladies think? And how do you think the health can influence our money?
Well, when you're in good health, then your thinking is clear.
Right.
Okay. It's not full of confusion, but at the same time, you also need somebody to guide you so that when you are in good health, you know what to do. Because just having good health don't mean that you can think correctly.
Okay.
So being educated does help in whatever field you think you want to go into, and to how to speak. Because having those courses on how to speak or mentors and stuff, they do help you.
Okay, let me just ask, do you think sleep affects your finances and your health?
Absolutely.
Sleep
Oh.
affects your finances and health.
It does, because everybody has to get X amount of hours of sleep every night. Because if you don't get, like, say, 7 hours of sleep every night, then that could turn into a medical issue.
Okay.
And that's also very true, that the cells need time to regenerate. So when we sleep and when our body's at rest, it's because it's important that those cells regenerate, and that with the proper nourishment, they're going to be well. But however, if you're not getting the proper rest and you're up playing video games, or you're out at the casino, whatever, your body's not getting the proper rest, and that can lead to many various ailments. It depends on everyone's situation is different. We can have headaches, we can have back aches, we can have a lot of we call them psychosomatic ailments at times,
Yes.
you know. So I think that health is very important. It's something once you lose it, it's very difficult to regain it again. And money, all the money in the world, is really not going to help you restore it.
Okay, so, and also, I remember, you know, staying up all night at one point in my life, going out, having fun, and that lack of sleep, lack of getting those 8 hours,
Right.
those 7, 8, or 9 hours, they caused me to, my judgment,
That's true.
Absolutely.
you know, my judgment wasn't there. I was, you know, rather foggy.
Cloudy, that's right.
Yeah, so I made some poor decisions.
Right.
So it's real important, like you said, to get the amount of sleep. So what can a person do besides just get the sleep?
You know, we can go into minerals, because minerals, jewels have an effect, gold have an effect on you. Wearing too much gold, actually, because of the vibration that comes from it, stops you from getting sleep, because it's a vibe that's really hyper. And a lot of people who, especially for our young men, when they get that massive amount of gold, it makes them hyper, and therefore they don't get the sleep that they should to be able to think things out clearly. Silver is a gold, a mineral that relaxes you. Then you got amethyst, and you got pearls, you got all type of gems that you can wear that can help calm you down.
Yes.
You can also
bring
exercise.
prosperity.
You can also
Yes.
exercise. Exercise is my daughter walks every day before she goes to bed. She said, Mom, I have to go because I have to go do my walk. Because if she doesn't walk that hour or two every evening, she said she has a hard time getting to sleep. So you can exercise. That helps a lot to help you make you sleepy.
And you know, I read something about exercising. They were talking about when you do that morning walk. When you do that morning walk, it just does something to you. You know, not make you tired, but stimulate you.
Like
Your
drinking
mind gets to going
Like
and
drinking a cup of
stuff.
coffee, right?
Well, I don't drink coffee.
Right,
so-
right. A lot of people drink
Remind me
coffee
of,
stimulation.
Another thing is juicing. We need to emphasize the fact that when we're juicing our fruits and our vegetables, we get the natural nutrients. Many of us are not doing that. We're trying to eat, and we cook our vegetables and our fruits, and we lose all the nutrients. So juicing is another good way, and you see now in the community many places that are selling juice smoothies and all these different things, carrot juice, beet juice. Beet juice is actually being promoted
Absolutely,
as
yeah.
one of the healers
Right.
now, where you could eat your beets.
Right.
But I always believe that we are what we eat, and my mentor always taught us that your food should be natural and cooked as little as possible. So juicing would be another good way. A lot of people feel they got to have these expensive machines,
Juicers, right.
but the NutriBullet is good.
The
And there's
NutriBullet is
something-
excellent. I have one at
Yes.
home. That's excellent because you're getting every part of their fruits and vegetables in there.
And you know, fresh fruits and vegetables, you know, they put fresh blood in your body.
It's true.
And I was going to mention diet, you know, eating at too many restaurants.
Yeah.
Eating at too many restaurants, eating
Right.
all those meals out is a hallmark for what? Poor nutrition.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking over there at my husband because we eat out all the time.
Fast food.
All the
Yeah.
time. And then, you know, eating out, it causes obesity too.
That's true.
You know, and that body fat, it has you have that unhealthy BMIs, you know, the body mass index. But like you said, juicing those fruits and vegetables, and if you want to keep yourself young, and that's what we want to do, right, ladies?
absolutely.
Keep yourself young and don't want to become
look good.
old before your time. Try to eat as many vegetables, fresh vegetables, and fruits that you can. And I know, Jackie, you're into that, so I know you've got some input.
Oh, yeah. That's, you know, the reason why is because I'm a certified myomasologist, okay, which is a masseuse. And we
Oh, wait a
studied
minute, hold
nutrition.
on. Noni just said me too. Okay.
So we had to study nutrition while we was in the course. And you, of course, you learn about the body, and you learn about the muscles and how they work. And you also learn what you really need to help going, because you want that oxygen in your blood so that it can go to the cells, and that oxygen help keep you young and keep your brain going. And so you want to eat and move. Like when you was talking about exercise, when you have some type of lung problem, the best thing to do, because when you're taking vitamin C, that's really a really good vitamin that helps clean the lungs off, especially if you smoke it. Take that vitamin C, and it helps. You know, a lot of people take medication, like a lot of antibiotics will strip you of nutrients in your body. So,
And you know what, Jackie, my doctor told me, you can take, because I take like 2 vitamin C's daily. And before I was taking more, and I said, well, will that harm your body? And they said, no, vitamin C, like you said, it's like flushes you out.
yeah.
Okay, go
It
ahead.
does. I mean,
It does.
And vitamin C is because it's a vitamin that is water soluble, so
Yeah.
if you release it, you don't let it stay in your body like vitamin E, which is oil based. Okay, so when you're taking your vitamins and minerals now, you can't get well taking vitamins if your mineral count is not up to par. So you have to make sure that you have your minerals, and your minerals will help the body, because you only need a bit of minerals. So a lot of people, they take vitamins, but they won't take the minerals, because a lot of people don't focus on the minerals. But try to get, if you're going to take a vitamin, take vitamins with minerals, but you can also get minerals by itself also.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I just wanted to add, when you were talking about eating out, Renee, eating out can be a good thing, but I find that the people, when we eat out too much in a restaurant, we're taking on those vibes from that person that prepared the food. And so many times, those people are working under hostile conditions, and they put all that energy in your food. Have you ever eaten out at a restaurant and you come home and you don't feel good? Not only have you maybe picked up some airborne viruses, or bacteria or something in the food, but the people that's handling the food, they're not handling it properly. So you have to be careful where you select to go to eat.
Oh, yes.
You know, we eat out at too many of these fast food restaurants, and they're clogging our arteries, and we're dying from diabetes, heart attacks. Too many young people are dying from heart attacks when it's just because you're not eating properly. Too much meat, bread, and potatoes. You got to get those vegetables in. You've got to get those juices in, along with the exercise. The proper rest is so important. And so make sure your children, remember when we were coming up, what time were you in the bed? I had to be in the bed at night, every night.
Wait, not when you was in high school.
10 in high school. But as a kid, I was in the bed. We had certain set schedules.
Right, you had to be in the house at a certain time,
Before it does
and
start.
your bedtime.
Your bedtime. That was proper rest.
Right, right.
And we got up, we felt good. And now people are waking up in the morning tired after 9-10 hours of sleep.
That's right.
They're getting too much sleep, and the body's not absorbing it.
Oh,
So Jackie, your minerals are right on point, and everything else, we got to learn how to feed the body what it needs, along with the spiritual food as well, Renee.
But you know, we've talked a lot about health, but you know, that fits right in with your wealth, because
Absolutely.
if you don't have good health, come on now.
That's right. Health is
Right.
wealth.
Right.
But
Good health is the best wealth.
Absolutely.
a lot of people don't know that the human body is a receiver as well as it's a transmitter. Okay, so you give out vibes and you receive vibes. So with and who you hanging out with.
That's true.
Because you can have people that just, so you're dealing with somebody who's sick. That sick person needs energy. So it'll pull it away from you.
That's right.
Okay, or who's ever in their environment, they'll pull that energy from you. And so you have to be careful who you're dealing with, or who you're hanging around or associating with, because they can come into your vibes, which you allow them, And then they can take your energy, and then you can start feeling sick. If they sick, you can start picking up their symptoms.
You know, I had a girlfriend. She was a caregiver. And I know we've all been caregivers in our time. But she was a caregiver. And when she first started, she was walking straight up. But I saw her 6 months, and then she was bent all over.
Right.
And it's like, you know, this person is draining you
You gotta know how to.
physically and mentally.
Absolutely.
You know, so you have to learn how to separate.
You do have
True,
to
you
know
have to separate, and you have
Remember
to
that
eat a
you
little
have a
bit
life.
more. You
Yeah,
have
you
to eat
do.
a little bit more because they draining you.
Yes,
So,
yes.
you have
I
to
work with
replenish your.
I work with patients for 20 years, and you know, I worked in doctor's office for 20 years, and I would say that out of a day he may see 40 patients, and 35 of them patients got an issue, you know, and so I had to learn not to take on every patient's issue,
Right.
because you know, I had one patient, she lost her daughter from a drug overdose. And I really liked her, you know what I'm saying? So when she came in, she was crying and everything. And then the next day we had another one. And so I had to learn, my boss told me, you cannot let that get you down. You have to just take it, because you know, every patient is different. But at first it was really draining me. But I had to learn not to let it cause me anxiety or stress. You know.
And how did you learn not to?
How did I learn? 'Cause I can't be, I couldn't be
tell you.
crying up there. I couldn't be, I still got 25 patients to take care of.
Yeah.
And this doctor, I gotta go out there and say, good morning, how are you? Come on in here. I can't be, I can't do that.
Right.
So but I learned, you know, the doctors helped me and, you know, learn how to deal with it. They taught me how to deal with it.
And you know,
Then I learned over time, you know.
Dr. Elizabeth R. Bracey, who was a holistic healer, her and her husband were chiropractors over there at on Gladstone, which was my mentor. I worked with her many years. She also told us how to repel that energy, so that when a person is sick, not only depression, but those spirits be on them too.
That's right.
And those spirits, you got to know, just like you in your profession, you got to know how to be insensitive, but you got to know how to pray, and you got to know how to keep that energy off. You got to bathe,
You're right.
you got to
That's
clean
right.
yourself, and you just have to do that. And I
Gotta
was
clean that water.
interesting because my niece is a marriage and family counselor, and she just started this job, and she's working with addiction addicts, you know, people with substance abuse use. And she was saying she didn't feel good last week. So I said, you got to call Auntie, because Auntie got to talk to you. Why? So you learn how to not let that energy that's coming in that room one-on-one with you.
Them spirits will jump on you.
You got to know how to deal with it. And you can burn. I told her she can burn incense. She can use a lot of different things, but mostly it's your mental. You got to keep your mind high. You got to go above where they're at.
But you know, what are some of the benefits
Okay.
of good health and wealth? Like a healthy mind and your body, that's an investment.
Absolutely.
That's an investment, which can include and save you some money because of reduction in what? Medical bills
Right,
and
absolutely.
insurance.
Right.
Looking fit and feeling splendid
Yes.
with, you know, the utmost confidence. Okay, but the gains are numerous. Good health can take you anywhere.
Sure can.
Good health can take you anywhere. But tell me, what do you think some of the benefits are?
I think that when you're dealing and you want to be able to focus on something that you want, then you have that good mind, clear thoughts to help you focus to be able to concentrate. But also, you want to get to point A to point D, so you need to be able to be healthy to get to that point without bringing that luggage, because of the fact if you have that luggage on you, that luggage will slow you down. It brings obstacles in your way. So you want to be healthy so that you can block negative energy and obstacles from coming, because life itself, though, challenges at you, obstacles, but you want to be able to get over it. And if you're healthy, and you're strong enough, then you can get through, jump over it, okay?
Okay,
And-
Lenore, I know you've got something that you want to add to this.
Absolutely. Bad health is very costly, because if you don't have any insurance, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. And if you do have insurance, it still could cost you a lot of money.
That's right.
You get these bills from, you have insurance, and that insurance don't cover it 100%. And I got a bill the other day. I have insurance. I pay why am I getting a bill for $185?
That's your portion.
So my insurance said that I have to pay that $185. So I gotta come up with $185 to pay these people, or else they're gonna probably take me to collection.
But you know also,
That's, you gotta, if you got bad health, you got bills. You got bills.
That's right.
It could be very costly.
Yes, very costly.
You're
Very.
absolutely right.
And you know one thing that a lot of people don't really pay attention to? Bad teeth will give you bad health.
yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
And the state don't like to pay for dentists, and that's one of the problems that I have, because, little kids, they go to the dentist, but if they don't have a good diet, then, their teeth will get messed up. But you need to try to keep those teeth together while you're young.
Yes.
Okay, in your 20s, 18 teens, because you don't want bad teeth, because they bring on all type of health problems.
And
Absolutely, it's true.
the dentist can tell so much
Yes,
from your mouth what's wrong with you.
yes.
What's wrong with you. Because we had a family member who went to the doctor on a regular basis. Real healthy in the gym, looked like nothing was wrong with them. We stopped by the house one day, and that was my husband's son. And the doctor called while we were there with him. And the dentist said, "You need to go and see this doctor." And he's like, "Why?" What he saw was some cancer.
Oh, yeah, I believe that. Yes.
So, you can tell a lot from your mouth.
Yes.
A lot from your mouth. And now is the time for you who have dental insurance, get in to see your dentist, because you've only got that money. This year's allotment
Right.
cannot be carried over to
Right.
next year.
Use it.
If you have
Okay,
it,
so
take
use
care of
this
your
year's
teeth.
and roll right over to next year.
Yes.
That's true.
It's got to be a good
Yes.
dentist, though, because some dentists ain't gonna tell you anything.
And Renee, another benefit of good health is not only wealth, but it's mental health.
Oh, yes,
Our
yes.
mental health, when you are feeling good and your body is functioning, you can think good, you can make proper thoughts, you don't get caught up in that depression and that aggressive anger and all the stuff that we see our people going through.
Right,
So let's
right.
keep good health and wealth.
And I have a wealthy tip, and this is just my point of view. I say health is wealth.
Yes,
A man may have all the riches,
that's true.
all the luxuries he aspires, but the key to having it and enjoying it is what? Health. Unless one is immune enough, you're in that bubble, then it's not going to bother you. But health is our greatest wealth.
Yes.
It's our greatest possession. A person with negligent health, like you would say, Jackie, cannot enjoy the pleasures of being wealthy.
Oh, yeah.
You can't enjoy that. And if you're wealthy, you want to enjoy it. You want to be able to take the kids wherever you want to go. So the change in the end starts from within.
Right.
It starts from within. It is only when we will respect our health and initiate steps towards its well-being,
Yes.
we will be able to bring a difference and succeed in our endeavors. But I know, Noni, you said that you wanted to share something about insurance and voting, so let's get that out.
Okay, we have a very not to change the subject, but we have a very important primary coming up this Tuesday, August the 7th. And I would like, moving forward with Renee and friends, would like to encourage all of our Detroiters to get out and vote.
Yes.
It's critical that you get out and exercise your right. Insurance, we have an issue on the ballot that's talking about
Driver's choice.
driver's choice. And I personally, I'm not voting for it because it's not going to solve the problems that we have in Detroit with our driving insurance rates. They're too high, and we need to do something effectively that's going to make our insurance rates go down, because we carry the whole state. We carry the whole state. My insurance has went up in 2 years from $2,500 a year to $4,000, and I haven't had any accidents, no tickets. I got a ticket this year, but that's
How many
ridiculous.
cars you have?
I have one car.
Me too.
But they say because the
Right.
health, the insurance, health rates are going up.
Right.
So the new issue is, I can't encourage you enough. Detroiters, get out and vote. Exercise your right.
Vote
This
for the
is
right
your
person.
right.
They gotta vote for the
And they
right
gotta vote for the
person.
right person too, but I'm just saying, I want them to get out and vote because we're only expecting 30% of our population to get out and vote. And that's pretty low.
Sad,
It's
sad.
very
And if you're in the
sad.
city of
Sad.
Warren, please get out and vote also.
Thank you.
Sad. But, Jackie, did you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, because I talked about teeth, but another serious problem, our feet. A lot of people
Oh, my
do
goodness.
not take care of their feet, and your feet take you everywhere, you know. But part of this in having good health is loving yourself.
Yes,
If
Jackie.
you don't love yourself, then you're gonna have issues, and you must learn to love yourself. You have to.
Okay, now Jackie said it. We must learn to love ourselves.
Yes.
And if anyone wants to let us know that you liked our show today, please call us or text us at 313-657-5556, or you can email us at gwealths111@gmail.com. And remember, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. And if there's a topic that you want to hear, let us know. But Lenore, I'm going to let you, we got a couple of minutes, take us to the end.
No one is willing to trade their capacity to get out of bed for a large bundle of cash.
All right, then, you heard her. So everyone, until next week, always moving forward. Remember. Okay. I hope you enjoy Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Vicki Winans, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
My name is Mike Duggan, and I'm watching the Bell Global Network.
Hey, keep it locked. It's your boy D. Hattie watching the Bell Global Network. You know how it is.
Hi, I'm Charlie Langton, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
Hi, this is Martha Reeves, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
Hi, everybody. I'm telling you, everything that happened to me that was good, God did it. I'm Evelyn Turrentine, AG, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Pastor D. Alexander Bullock of Preachers of Detroit, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Bishop Edgar Van of Second Ebenezer Church in Detroit, Michigan, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
Hi, I'm Bernadette Stanis. You know me best as Thelma from the TV show Good Times, and you are watching Bell Global Network.